Lions, for a moment, had an idea, but they're actually starting to go back in the other direction. This walk up, fairly late though, 30 seconds left on the clock, and we know that there's plenty to delay the plant.
You're thinking about that Armageddon, it's close and online. I think Rian's might be setting it up as we speak. First tap goes in, flash. As Team Heretics are attempting to retake control. In fact, I didn't think Woot had an angle, but just a small gap around that smoke. In comes the ultimate, but it will be dodged. Yumpy stepping into the smoke and making it back to site safely. At least keeping some control on the site itself, but his teammates are smoked out, and now they're about to overwhelm him. Luckily, no flashes online for the side of Team Heretics. Boo's already burned his, so Yumpy's gonna have to stand his ground, at least have a chance in an even fight. As he falls, time starts to tick away. Star already there. That's gonna buy a little bit more time. Stop the defuse a second longer. It's a little whiffy from back though, down to just 2. In fact, 1! Defending the spike, and it's Prophet holding his ground against the odds. It looks like he's got it!
To the already growing collection in the Red Bull clutch. And the sort of the upsetting thing, if you're a Heretics fan, is they played this round fantastically. Like, they had so much utility. It was the salvo that then went into the ult, that went into a fragment, so much delay, forcing players into awkward positions. And then they went, oh, what's the one thing?
No, but Art's now being given up. The avenue open. Heretics are feeling the space, and the A site, no doubt, the target.
Knife up. Prophet knows he needs that smoke just to try and survive in this scenario. Boo, those lineups that Woot didn't want to learn are going to be thrown in. Prophet's still the real danger here. Just sat within the smoke, timing ticking away, makes a move. I think it's maybe the worst possible moment, but there is the shot that lands. It's been coming. Finally, Sociable's able to enter the scoreboard, and maybe at the perfect moment. Benji, though, still clinging to life. Another on the board for him. There's still a chance.
It's not over just yet, but look what Heretics have. No utility, except for that one nano swarm. They want to fight, they're going to have to do it dry, just swinging in, and that's exactly what Boo does. A beautiful connection from Benji, and the boys of Heretics.
Now finds himself 9 and 10. Said it, he won them a couple of rounds towards the end of the last, and even with a collateral shot from Sociable and a mass advantage, this is just where they stepped up. And the thing is, he learned from the previous mistake. That's the thing. I feel like...
Remains to be seen. Yuppie is pushed up in B main. It's an off angle. It's one that's not being checked right now. He's been spotted, but got the kill in time. Fades around the corner as well. That buys time for teammates to come swooping into the side.
Was so important. I said, in their last game versus GX, they started slow on Lotus. Built back in, even lost a second pistol and still managed it.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm seeing what I like, but nothing's landing, and now he's in a lot of danger. That door is open, uses the ult to try to force them back, stop them from pushing. Rienz goes down. I think that was a spam through the smoke from back that finds its mark. What was that? Yumpy does the exact same, albeit in a bit more ridiculous of a manner. That forces the lockdown, which has detained at least one, slowing the return of BBL. But the numbers still sit in their favor, and someone has to be the one to seek those kills. Sitting on the site, waiting, surely is a death sentence. The nade, it corrals them all to the back site. BBL able to group and get a foothold on the site, but there is a gap, and Woot exploits that perfectly. Backside control, maintained, and the spike ticks further and further away. BBL, the ones with pressure on their shoulders. An attempt to draw them into that smoke, but the defuse is tapped, but Benji Fishy wins his duel up top. They're holding control for a moment with Boo left to run this clock down just a little bit further, and he might have done it. He just survives as long as he...
We are seeing some of these big ults here that can force these players out of those positions, so caught in no man's land. It's a double! Darker with both forces them forward to the Armageddon, and they were waiting in the wings. Now, luckily enough, there is still chance here. You've still got a problem where that spike is. Look at Ada Captain. Look at where the spike is. There is a chance that Foot can still do serious damage. I love you, observers. You're far too good at your jobs. There we go, getting too confident. Zeus gonna at least find one, but Kicks right there, the 1-2 punch. The spacing on this team is solid, unless his position is out of this world. Now, does Ada Captain have that internal clock ticking? He does, but it doesn't matter. Les just does that 1-2 step, takes him out, and suddenly the red carpet is rolled out.
Yeah, exactly, and he's going to be one away from his ultimate. Maybe, you know, give it to Kicks would have been another solution, but they've been rolling very, very well with this ultimates and having as many as they can in hand. It's going to be good for them.
Oh, nice try, nice try.
Because it's a safe smoke. It's just going to wait.
Oh my god. No, 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 he's...
It's a bit of a different vibe here. I have to be honest with you. Big push coming out from mates. They get one, and Chronicle shows us the same face he's brought to that stage all month long. 11th round seeming certain with the Blade Storm online yet again, but it won't find its mark. Zipban steps up, 25 HP. Robbie BK's in there. Mates, finally, it seems, have found the solution. Now, the last guy, they might suspect this. He's in the spawn. Actually, Cadaver just heard him.
It's for the flawless game, Mitch. He still hasn't died. A 1v2 for Boaster. The team wouldn't know that the spike was there. But that has both things have occurred. And now Boaster has ended up in a scenario where he can look to keep the perfect game alive. A 1 versus 2, a very obscure angle to take. So whether or not the first person checks it on the way in, he's also going to hear the door being broken as well. There's a very real chance.
Mates seem to be on their way to their first round victory. And it's Boaster, not a death on the board, who stands in their way. 2 players, Kadavra and Robbie BK, they've cleaned up so far. Diffuse has started, wild spam from Boaster, and he hasn't stopped it. Gravwell goes into play. That's bought him at least a little bit more time. It's ticking fast, and Kadavra's down. It's just one who stands in his way, and no more! Boaster on...
Give them the opportunity to end the game themselves, and while Kayak may just have to opt to get out of there on this one.
He's sticking around. Doesn't look to be deterred. Damage done, but no kill. Click still alive. And Mini from afar claiming that they're ready for Boaster, but he's still able to land at least the one and get out alive. That's put things back to equal footing. A late play from Zipban. It's about to be spotted. Alpha steps in. What a reaction. Wonderful shot, and the advantage now for the defenders. Robbie BK takes note of that, and they don't want to sit back anymore. It's time to get aggressive and bring the fight to their opponents, but now backing off a little bit. They didn't see the contact they wanted, and the time starting to tick. Backside control by 2. There's utility on its way. Click has to cover the cross, and he will not find anything. Big swing from Kadavra. He's good for 1, but another big play needed. He's already picked up 2, but around the back comes Chronicle. Kayak wants to go to spawn. Crashy's going the other way. Kayak needs to win these duels. That's the spike. That would be the round. 20 seconds now as they thin out the herd a bit, but Crashy's he's left out in no man's land. If he finds value, this could turn the tide of the round. But if he goes down, it's done. A showstopper and a Hunter's Fury. Plenty to help them out in the late round. Only 1 player spotted by that ult. Now alarm bells are ringing. Where's that second player? They're looking for him. Will they check the right angle, though? The nade puts pressure on. Brings Kata to the open. They've heard the shot. The showstopper. It lands. Zipban's down. And damage is being done to Mini. This round should have been impossible. There was no question of which way it would go, but somehow we're here with Kayak. 4 kills on the board, and mates, they're not even gonna go for it. Mini's out of here. He doesn't want to give the ace away, but they've given the damn round away. Kayak and Crashy's A-main. They did it before. They did it before in a post plan, but this is outrageous.
Some composure.
Kami can break it.
So he's gonna do much. Yeah, it's very true.
You either use it on time and like right after he uses it, or just, yeah, wait until around where he's dead.
Ooh, okay, Purpo. Just give him a... Honestly, give him the ghost. Yes, give him the guardian. Apparently, that's what they need the whole time. Even the lockdown in. Oh, this is...
Kamek is down. Time for the lockdown.
This is huge. This is going to force them away from the side. They have to be in the open. Panatek wanted to try and do some damage on the way out, but there's nothing they can do. They might get timed out of even trying to get back to challenge here. They can put bodies to work. Nat is the last alive, and he can't deny them. His position's known. Quick flash and tries to get out of danger. Can he get anything? No. So it is on Purpo over towards that B main side. He does win his fight, so that is a rifle recovered. Huge for him, and he has ult if the round feels even close to possible.
I mean, even if this 4v4, yeah, as you're saying, having his ult, Nats knows is a good call.
And look at the
to get this ultimate.
Kiko, if he goes walking through that, if he wants to, he's going to be behind all of them if he fancies it. But for now, we look to see if they can flood back in, get the pressure going. Camo forced away from the first angle, and Cloud does connect. Good shot there. Adtech still going to be playing towards the pit, keeping some security, forcing them to fight in that smoke, and it is going to be Kiko eventually with that pressure through heaven. and the options and the numbers beginning to dwindle down to this 2v2. Hold on, West side finding Panatek is huge, but the final boss is still here, and the final boss doesn't lose these situations.
B side, Tom. Perhaps it's 12 rounds B. Who knows what Fnatic have in store for us, as you're alluding to, yes. And as the desk touched on, 12 rounds on the A side. It was quite the consistent affair, but the spike is here. It's made it to B early on, as have Fnatic crossing the site now. But it will not last long on the site with Zeus around, Sheriff in hand, and he's ripped 2 heads clean off out of Captain. So he's in trouble. That's the pick right back. Chronicle, he's been putting up big numbers on this breach, and he's not looking to change the script anytime soon. Back to a 3v3. It's winnable for Fnatic, Tom, but they have lost a lot of HP.
There's a reason this guy's the #1 rated breach, and although his utility's good, his shots are better. The thing is, though, they're up against Zeus, looking to take over the round. He might just even start it with an ace!
We saw Fnatic go to the other side of the map. We saw them get on site, and there was a little bit of a hiccup. Chronicle, a player who's delivered, steps up yet again for the double, but it doesn't matter in the face of this brilliance. A young guy on the server, and the only kill for his team. And Vice, just around the corner. Yedije even activates the Thorns just in time. 15 seconds, why not? Put it down now. Smoke for Heaven at least going to be in play. But Boaster has to bide his time. He won't be helpful in getting this spike down. In fact, it needs to be planted here and now. No time. If the spam works, it could be the end of the game. The end of the round at the very least. But out of Captain, punishing Boaster, not caught out by the flank. A 3v2. The advantage is still there for Foot on the defense.
There's going to need to be a shot connected. See the defense already locking them into the site, but that's where they already were. Crashy's trying to get up close, but he's been spotted. It leaves him in no man's land. It's all left onto Chronicle. He's been fantastic with this breach operator. Not something I thought I'd say before, but can he win them the round? 2 players still standing, watching his angle. He lands another. And in fact, he knows the player's not on the spike. He's got the aftershock to delay them completely. A 1v3 on a breach with an up, and sure, the final shot won't go.
Zeus tries to take matters into his own hands, playing quite aggressive indeed. Tucked in behind the box, Alpha comes around, and a nasty surprise awaits him. Zeus now looking for a little bit more. Decoy sent out, faking the steps as Heaven attempts to be reclaimed. Mr. Fallen loses his life for that, though, as Kayak claims the kill himself, and Crashy so desperately low, and Zeus quickly dispatches them. It's Chronicle and Boaster left in it, but the operator rings out. So does Zeus's weapon for another ace! He's dug them out of a deep, deep hole!
Mitch, I think they're going to need a whole lot more if they're going to turn this round in half number 2.
9-7 as a result. 3 ultimates for Foot. Weaker weapons across the board. They managed to put pressure on players up close. Alpha already having to give up some control of the site. And they may, I mean, it's going to be late getting a plant because Mr. Fallen's actually the one with the spike, and as players overwhelm the site, in fact, they're isolated in 1-by-1 duels. Crashies drops 2. Alpha does the same, and this round is here. Spike retrieved. That Vice wall used for the A main push now covers their own A main push. Someone else is covering it.
Obscuring, blocking,
We're seeing
big,
this
left
perspective.
in
Oh no!
It's always in util. I don't think our captain's ever playing Astra again after this game.
It's gonna be so frustrating, man. Oh, the Blade Storm's done well to pick up the first, even with low HP. Your opponent doesn't have a weapon out. They'll find it hard to deal the damage. The Waldo is about to give away the info, the updraft instead, but Mr. Fallen was sat ready and waiting. Zeus up in an advanced position. No gate crash though. He can't get out of here. He has to stick around, and then he will. A 3-piece, and the round put to bed just like that. Fnatic with 30 health. Boaster alone. A reveal on mine for Mr. Fallen. Time against him, and a player sat up top. This one isn't going anywhere near Fnatic's favor, and with Yedije
God, my God, tier. Like, the amount of positions that he's found himself in just to remove all weaponry at the end of the round, or in this case, I believe he took away all their guns, but it was from a side position to chamber. Here we go, though.
they're right into taking sand control, no doubt. Zeus is going to be pretty pacey with a lot of these early fights. The guy is on a neon at the end of the day, and you're not playing against a Cypher. So much that he can do. Claiming control up top above the smokes. Looks like Zeus will have to come and join the pack. Krax has already ripped 2 heads off, and sight has been claimed. An easy plant and a retreat back to A main, defended by a trap wire behind. Although they lose Mr. Fallen on the way out and some valuable breach utility, this round will be very difficult to recover for the remaining Fnatic players.
They spam up top.
Yes.
I got the aftershock there instead. It might not matter though! Surely we're not going to see another one for the side of Foot. Zeus has already proven that he is the master of the aces. Krax can't quite get it over the line. And now Crashies has to try and fight it back! He manages to get a couple within a second. And it's down to Ada Captain. We talked about it last time Foot played this map. It was Yeniden and Ada Captain in late round clutches. And while I think he's already done what was needed of him, it will eventually move him out of position. And wow, he'll hit that final shot.
Sky Flash sent in. You don't want to mess with this man. He's going to be good for his. But he's actually going to rotate a little further back, maybe take a glance here towards Hookah. That's a pixel. He got completely outdone. Kamek caught him off guard. They don't know about Prophet towards the site, but does get cleared. Good trades coming out here from Liquid. They've got site control. They've got the plant in place. There is a res there for Sociable, but does he even get the chance to bring it in?
Yeah. 2v2 scenario, as you're seeing, the rest, it doesn't look likely. At this point, Smoke's going to go down. They have to decide how they want to fight this.
Flash goes in. Camo actively holding this. They're looking to try and get that res potentially on Yampi. Sociable! What a shot! They're through. Still going to have... Yeah, look at the stall on this. They've completely changed this up to just be so heavy on towards
But
short.
look, BBL is not buying it. Yes, they use that utility, but they still have not rotated. Still...
Maybe they should have bought it. Maybe they're going to be punished on it, but Sociable is still here. And maybe he's got to... Oh, what an adjustment! That was perfection from Sociable. Can he get any more? Camo and Kiko, he's just getting out of danger for a second. Calm it down a little. Let Camo take over if he can here.
I have the spike.
Gonna get the spike back. Trying for the plant, but he's not fully secure here. I don't know if Yampi's going to send them into... Yeah, it goes for the default.
They force him out.
Camo has been stunned.
Yeah.
And look at the long way around from Sociable. Give him the... Whoa! Okay, give him the pointy end of the stick, apparently, Camo. Go on, give me another. Whoa, he's doing it! 5 bullets! And a 1v1. Yampi on the other side! Camo! I swear, we're currently... We are seeing him tucked into that corner. Gets away with absolute murder.
35 seconds.
They have to get a bit of a wiggle on here. There's a lot of stall on this site, and there is a real area where you can discuss that Kiko gets away with more because there's so tunnel vision on the side. But Yampi knows better. He still goes down for it, but he sets up the trade. And that's, I mean, the spray wasn't there, and apparently, again, this bonus looking good now. Liquid going to be punished. This is down to Kamek. This is unbelievable. For 13 seconds, it's still down. Look at the divide. What? Kamek! Oh, he's got nuclear! Stall coming out. They're going to try and deny these default plants with the thorns coming in. But lovely from Levin. How's he found Nads there so cleanly? Does get traded in by Kiko, though, so they're still going to be stalling out on this site. Rotation's now coming down. 15 seconds. Plant is going to be in play. Now, how does BBL play this? Do they stick on site? Do they... Oh! Bodytech! With just the spam through the wall, it's stunning. Prophet goes down. It's down to Vac. It's down to Sociable. Vac, come out of here! What the hell? 3 quick kills, and suddenly Camo is left all on his lonesome. With a 1v2, and Vac on absolute fire. Yeah, it's meant to be! The benefit for BBL is these B takes for them have been fantastic, and they've done it late in the round. The difference is, though, Camo, I mean, he's got a couple of knives. You feeling it? You going to go for this one? Nah, he's absolutely not. He's got the Bucky still. He's got a couple knives. Vac, though, going to make him go back down to him. No Bucky to come out, and he's just trying to keep himself standing.
He's playing it as best as he can.
Look, he's feeling... In fact, that felt desperate. It was a really desperate attempt to go diving through those thorns and the vines to go for it. Nats has 0 impact, and BBL just battering the side, but denied. Oh!
One enemy remaining.
What are these shots coming out? Leaving Prophet in a 1v2 with 10 seconds. This is rotten luck for him, but he's going to get a plant down.
And he knows where the breach is.
He absolutely knows now. Haditech giving away a little bit of the game here. Flash going to do absolutely nothing for Profek as he's left to try and find these two players. He knows they're now on the site. He knows it's a fake, and he's trying to toy with them. Oh, that's a lovely... Oh, no way! He doesn't get off. Panic doesn't get off. He has the ball because he's... Oh, he's going up. He's got to check up. Frank, you've got to check on this. Oh, please. Oh, okay, before we head in.
Cover going out. It is going to be a B execute here from Loud. A lot of members here from the side of Sentinels. Those satchels were less than ideal, but it gets the job done. The space is gathered. Lucky no one was out in the open to pick them off.
A deep trip in an attempt at planting the spike. Vinny will be 2 away from his ult here.
3 members of Loud in that baby door. There is a Cypher trip set up here as well that can do some damage later in the round.
But he's playing ahead of the trip. He's got to give some of this space up.
Might be a bait.
You are flirting with fire, son.
Oh,
Fully Flash still gets a kill. Now dropped. There's that trip that we were just talking about. Pancata and Tui is able to drop second and narrate. Now Pancata continuing to push forward. Snaps onto John.
he's going to have to go huge here.
The clone attempting to forge a path, and Pancata swings on Zekin. Again, absolute filth. But still more to be done. Repositioning and looking for more. Another lease at life. Meanwhile, Kawanzin make things really uncomfortable for Narrate as he tries to dance around the mound. Finds a kill onto Kawanzin. Vinny on the swing, he will fall as well. Another claimed by Narrate.
There.
And another round where this operator has seemed to not get any value. He's getting triple swung, but it's the quick scope.
It's not done yet, only one found. Narrate with 3. Pancata on his own. Started the round onto second. He's gotten it down to 1v1 and Narrate is what they have been doing, you're right.
And also, last time that Loud played this map, there was a lot of heavy mid-focus.
Wait, he's going in. Didn't want to leave Pancata on his own on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, but Doug, we've seen this story before. Sentinels on the retake on B.
Vinny popped his ult. It's going to buy a little bit of time. A small window for them to sink their teeth deeper into this site, into the round. Remember, last one of the half here. Op still in the hands of John. DG tries to turn the flash, and he's disposed of. Now the Nightfall will connect onto all members of Loud. Silence all over, and second swings back, side gets 3, and that's the round.
The thing is, Loud are willing to play retake on that A site. There are 4 members here. It's gonna have to be a flood, and Pancata knows. Here's the cue.
Where's the pop? Pancata on the swing, able to get one on his Elsis, a second on to Narrate. That's 3, make that 4. Narrate trying to peek forward, trying to get a kill, and does. Vinny falls now. 3 remain for Loud. You see Zekin, he's gonna go exploring. He's gonna play this really aggressively on the other side of the smoke. Spotting a good barrel, the snap is magnetic! Zekin, what feels like every round.
Oh. B had been taken in the first 15 seconds. Bang, he takes some friendly fire, but he's got this angle.
A lot of friendly fire.
He doesn't care.
No heal to speak of either. So keep a close eye on that. Meanwhile, you've got Pancata who's trying to anchor out onto the site. Tui's playing close by, trying to cut off any sort of rotations. There's Pancata on the swing. Only able to find 2, but DG has arrived. The spike's still not out on the site. Narrate with the payload in tow. They know that DG's on the close angle, tries to flash off the op and does. So he's found safe passage across. Meanwhile, Zelsis has gone exploring. That's up really close by. What a shot from DG. And now Narrate's left in a clutch situation. He's got the stun, but he's been stunned himself, turning around on the flash, but still keeps his position hidden, only able to find 1.
A huge investment. Great use of the clone from Zekin. We've seen him get a lot of value with this, baiting out those Cypher chips that are on the ground.
Vinny has ult.
Oh my gosh. And the problem with that jump shot was DGZ heard it. So it gives him even more time to prepare mentally.
There's the ult. The stun too. Second with nowhere to go, and he still gets a kill.
So clutch.
And he's gonna be able to pop his ult, get away.
But the spike is dropped. He gets it.
It's still a 2v4 though. I mean, this is still really hard for them to convert.
He knows he has to even the score.
Second's got to do something here off of the flash, turning forward, eating one of his own, and then TPing away.
But they're already getting wrapped. Look at DGZ in B main.
Yeah, the benefit of having the numbers advantage here. Again, the demand for heroics. Things slow down for just a moment as DG's creeping forward with the op in hand.
The timing.
The barrel of the gun spotted and now position given away. They know where Zekin is and they're going to be dropping it on him. Narrate is close by and he's dead. Much more to be found for Zekin. He's going to have to ace if he wants to win this out. Make that 4. Can Zekin deliver? A fake TP and now Zekin creeping forward. Quietly off the tap too. He's waiting close by. He's sticking it to half. He's going to stick it all the way. Not able to settle the shots. He finds some time on the swing. And Zekin delivers.
Be looking to opt in, but salvos are used. Thorns out through the back here. Hard committal and a delayed play with a util pull. Slowing them all the way down. G2 looking to see if they can grapple their way into this, but it's into the firing line. Kill feed filling up entirely. Nice shade of blue still. You don't want to overextend into this one! Leaf, you monster! And the punish was in sight, backing away, cowering. The tank. Trying to put whatever he can in between him and the enemy. Lovely peek though, and a lovely shot on top of it. Horn up and over, Trent forced forwards. Spots out of positioning, and then now he's getting the chase and the move on, isolates it.
He's read the
down
flank.
to that fight. Definitely got the read onto it. A tap, baiting up on top of the wall. Ready, squaring up, fighting each other. Flashes are collecting all sorts of value, potentially. Jorgamo, what is that? What? Up in the sky. And sky high indeed, just removes 2 of them like an angel of death. And Jonah P can't even be removed, man. Backup and reinforcements arriving to collect up the stragglers right from behind. Still Spike dropped down and Tex has chances, opportunities. Does he know that Leaf is there? Spike picked up, Spike picked up, he gotta know. Flash up and over, dodging, drifting, the movement is all over the place. It's a team flash, he self-blinds himself for God's sake.
He flashed both of them so that he could escape, and he's away like I was going to say a thief in the night, but a thief in broad daylight.
Yeah.
In the full light of the sun.
It's hard to see when you're staring straight at it. Tex drifting around now.
If there is any justice in the world, Tex will win this round.
Turrets catching contact, you're forced.
He does not have a good weapon to be able to take this peak.
Very interesting smoke as well, just over to the top of things here. It's split up the site entirely. It's G2's own, and Leaf is just taking pot shots, peeking up and over here. Grimold in through the back, spraying and praying. Sometimes you need a bit of divine intervention.
How has Leaf got 2 with a stinger in this spot? How has he got 3?
There's no way, man, you're forcing the issue to this degree. Pressure pushed and mounting onto Jonah P. And Trent left alone into it. That is reaction times at work. Salvos in his hand. Peace of mind granted. Opens the door. Playing a bit of mind games. Demon 1 diffusing, sticking half onto the board. That gives him win cons to play himself out of this one. Knows the shot's fired. And
If you're going to try to fight in front of the wall or play back. They've got a couple of members on the other side of things. Derek's going to get flushed out of that corner. Good bit of damage done, a little friendly fire.
2 for 1.
But now Ye and Superman left in this 2v4. And again, position concealed now given away. He's found 1. 2 more to be claimed. He's gotten it down to the hardest part. He's going to try to TP away. Oh, just barely finds the timing to get out by the skin of his teeth, and now repositions. Doesn't know where he is. Position now given away. On the tap, another!
But with what?
You have to flash. You have to flash the corner. Anything. Jump spot.
You don't take this dry, surely.
That's a good orb.
I love that smoke, and I love that dog. They're going to back him off, but I think Shenum's in a really good spot to make a play. And there it is. Only 1 found, though. Aspas staying alive, repositioning, tucking tail, staying away.
But Ye just gets dropped by Cortesia running ahead of that smoke in heaven.
They got the sight, though. They got the spike down. Weapons aren't great. Oh, both upgraded, though. Icy and Superman now with rifles in hand.
Surely you pop the jet knives on this retake.
Icy's in a really dangerous spot here if he plays his cards right, but he was just too weak.
Deleted.
Folds at the hands of the judge. But EG are somehow still in this fight. MIBR with a numbers advantage, however slight. But Derek cannot convert. Superman again. Forced to deliver for EG. He's gotten it down to 1, and Superman!
He's got to be very careful if he goes down here.
He's stunned. And there's the Rolling Thunder, paving the way, forging a path for MIBR to move. With no real resistance on the site, Leviathan decides to take a step back, try to regroup, try to refresh, and then go. Calm finding the first success. A little bit of lethality, but way more needing to come through.
There.
Eyes on Demon 1 here. Again, the Raze has been his best agent this year, but Aspas getting the best of him from down in hell. King being able to overwhelm, numbers the way of the defense. Noswer and Shenum trying to do it on their own. It's now left onto the rookie, a 1v3. Members of Leviathan both weak. Yes. Spam just narrowly whizzing by his ear, but Tex is able to hold it, gets it down to 1. Time is short, he's gonna try to reposition, but not able to get away in time. And it was halved. Leviathan finally on.
And then picking the right sites to end on. I mean, again, this should be a free B site. Noswer, he has to give.
Immediately pushed off the angle, yeah.
Demon 1, the head-to-head here against Aspas.
Remember, he's been heating up, he's been getting warm. Meanwhile, it's been all quiet from MIBR for a while.
Showstopper online now for Aspas.
He's got to be the catalyst. Again, a dump of utilities, the spike ticks away.
The problem is he has no satchels to really pop out of this choke.
Our team's in a really good position, though. He's gotten behind them. Between that and Aspas crunching in on the other side, a kill traded back and forth. But again, this has been the trap.
Last player standing.
That's what slipped the net. And now Tex is left in a 1v2. No utility to play around. He's going to have to win these gunfights on his own, and he does! There's got to be something to create some space for him to go, and there it is.
Good bait out of the off.
He's repositioning, though. He's got a dash blocked! And he hits that! A shiver sent down the spine of Leviathan. And now a reset on the situation. Yeah, they got the spike down. But at what cost?
And the retake wall as well.
Both connecting stars dropped. Off the tap, the swing through as Aspas gets another. Cortesia joining in on the fun.
Look at Tex.
It's Tex and Calm left alone. In a 2v4, Tex on the swing. He slipped behind enemy lines. He's able to get it a little bit closer. He's got to get it onto Demon 1, though. And now he's got the ult. He's going to have to play around. What can Aspas do? The shorty not connecting.
Late flank makes enough of a distraction for Calm to slip through.
Obsolete.
And then he closes it out on top of it in the head-to-head duel against Aspas, the former teammate. A 6-6 half done. And again, the duo that clutched it out on that pistol round, they close out the half.